Hello there. This is learnsciencex.blogspot.com. Welcome back to our lecture series on transport, diffusion, osmosis, and osmosis. Today we are talking about transport in plants. In plants, the transport of various substances such as water and mineral salts from the soil through the roots and stems to the leaves, and the movement of food produced through photosynthesis from the leaves to other parts such as the storage organs and the growing parts of the plant keep the plants alive. Absorption and transport of water and mineral salts in plants. So water enters the root hairs and then the cells of plant by osmosis. This is because vacuoles in the root hairs contain higher concentration of solutes than the surrounding soil solution. Water then moves from the root cortex from one cell to another by three different pathways. The first one is through the cellulose cell wall. The second one is through the cytoplasm, and the rest will pass through one vacuole to another. Water finally enters the xylem vessels. Because we said that the xylem vessels, they transport water, the plant. Now, the absorption of mineral salt occurs in two major ways: diffusion and active transport. Is that okay? So this is the transverse section of the stem. We have the epidermis here, the cortex, the endodermis, and then we have the phloem and the xylem. Is that okay? So this is how water enters the stem. Now let's look at the diffusion process. The diffusion occurs only when the concentration of a particular mineral element is higher in the soil solution than in the root hairs. Many mineral elements are found in higher concentration in soil saps than in a soil solution. They must be taken up actively. These must be taken up actively by the plants. Is that okay? So these ones must be taken up actively by the plant. Now, active transport. Active transport requires the use of energy produced during respiration, which is in the form of ATP, adenosine triphosphate, to absorb mineral ions into the root hairs cell, again their concentration gradients. The mineral ions then diffuse through the cortisol and enter the xylem in the water. So the cells, the minerals are moving against their concentration gradient, and you can normally not do that. So if you want to move against your concentration gradient, then you must use energy for the energy to push you. Okay, you need energy for the energy to push you. That's why in active transport, the molecules are moving from a low concentration to a high concentration. Is that okay? Because they have the energy that will help to push them. Okay. The mineral ions then diffuse through the cortex cells and enter the xylem with the water. Now let's move on to translocation. What is translocation? Is that okay? What is translocation? Translocation is the transport of manufactured food. Is that okay? So translocation is the movement of dissolved products of photosynthesis, and we know that food is transported or moved in the plant cell by the phloem tissue. Okay. So translocation mostly occurs in phloem tissue within the sieve tubes. Translocation is necessary because the leaves, which synthesize organic materials, are far away from other parts of the plant which need a constant supply of manufactured food. So sugar and amino acid normally move from their manufacture sites in the leaves to growing regions such as bud, or to storage organs such as fruits, seeds, or tubers. They may also move from storage organs to growing regions. This is a perfect picture of translocation. Water and minerals are taken up by the roots. They move up, go up from the soil to the stems, to the leaves, to the buds. Then they will enter to the leaves. Is that okay? So water and minerals from the soil, glucose made up of photosynthesis, and will return back. And glucose move down to the growing roots. Glucose will move down to the growing roots, and then up again. The whole process repeats again. Now there's an experiment. To show that the phloem tissue is responsible for translocation. The ringing experiment. So we remove a ring from the back of a young plant, leave it for some 24 hours observation. It will be observed that the area just above the ring starts to bulge because food substances which have to move down to the roots accumulate there. The whole plant dies of starvation after a few weeks. Conclusion: this shows that the phloem tissue are responsible for the transport of food substances in the plants. Alright, so this is the experiment, the ring experiment. Beginning of experiment. Remove the back, the phloem tissue from the back. As you can see, end of experiment, they are bulging here because all the food is being accumulated here. That's why you've seen that it is swollen up here. So within some few time, then the plant will die of starvation. Is that okay? Alright, this brings us to the end of transport, diffusion, osmosis, and plasmolysis. Keep on practicing and make sure that you try your hands on some of these questions. So number 3 is a very nice question. Try your hands on it. Alright, so try your hands on it. Till we meet again, adios for now.